Oh, ho! Like many others, I love food. Not to an extent where I would marry food, but honestly, I truly love food. I mean, it's gotten to an extent where I would do anything for food. And as much as I'm ashamed to admit this, this is one of those stories. So sit down, relax, grab some popcorn, and tune in. So, my favorite food is, well, cereal. And one time I was gonna get cereal, and when I poured cereal bowl, I went to get milk because people who put milk before the cereal are maniacs, and I'm gonna stab them. I'm just joking. Anyways, I poured the cereal. I poured the cereal in, then the milk. Wait, no, redo. I poured the cereal, then I poured the milk. Wait, no, damn it, wrong thing again. Redo. I poured the cereal, and then I went to go get the milk. And you see, the day prior, my parents, they got horchata, but they put it in a milk container because, like, yeah, but I got the what I thought was milk. I poured it in the cereal, and I was wondering, this ain't chocolate cereal. Why does the milk kind of look weird? But anyways, I just kind of tasted it in my mouth, you know, and then I just spat it out, and then I realized I opened the thing, and then I'm like, holy bro, I'm an idiot. And then my mom, who was sitting on the couch, is like, Bryden, what's wrong? And then I'm like, so you know how you got horchata? And the second I mentioned that, my mom burst out laughing, and I was like on the floor, freaking laughing. And my dad's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm just curled up on the floor. And then my mom's like, I knew this would happen. But then I was like, wait, am I allergic to that? Because I'm allergic to all like a lot of type of nuts, especially peanuts, a ton of things, cockroaches, pollen, dust. That's why I sound weird right now. At the time of recording this audio, I'm like kind of sick. So yeah. Anyways, but then my mom, she was on call with her mom, my grandma, and then she was like, "Oh, mom, is does horchata that was kind of freshly made have peanuts?" And my mom's like, yeah, most of them do. So I spat out and I cleaned my mouth, and my parents were like, Brian, you're gonna be fine. But then later that night, I was just sitting down in bed like, why am I itchy? And I was kind of itchy. I don't know if I was hallucinating, but yeah. I mean, the next day I went to my parents, and they were like, hey, Brian, how did you sleep? And I'm like, I was itchy. Then my parents like, holy shoot, Brighton, if you died, that would have been on us, That one Spider-Man and Tony Stark scene where they took away the freaking suit. So they took away my cereal. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of ashamed to admit that I freaking ate what I was allergic to just because it was cereal. But yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say. This is kind of long, and I'm gonna have to animate all this. But yeah.